Nick Diaz ex Vicente Luque fight postponed. Feelings? I'm A-okay with it. A-okay with it. I like that it's been postponed. I don't want it in Abu Dhabi. I think that is a Western audience's fight. If Nick Diaz is coming back, the Western audience deserves to be there for it. You know what I mean? Not some random Abu Dhabians that have no idea who Nick Diaz is and just, oh, it's Nick Diaz's brother. And like, no, the West deserves that fight. The Western audience deserves that fight. And if I had to put it on any fight, I'd put it on the Sphere. I'd put it on the Sphere. And I think Nick Diaz in the Sphere at altitude, or maybe even at Salt Lake City at altitude, that could help him. So I think one of those two cards in September would be good. So I'd say UFC 306 at the Sphere. Push it back until then. If they want to put it a little bit sooner, I mean, you're going to have to put it on a pay-per-view. They're not going to do it in Australia. So I think UFC 306 is the move. I think that's a smart move in the Sphere. Because then you don't have to overstack it too much because Diaz is a main card fight, isn't it? So you don't have to like look for top contenders the whole time. I saw Joaquin Buckley is saying that Wonderboy is a fake nice guy a day after I mentioned it on my stream. Dude, Joaquin Buckley's an MMA Guru fan. I'm telling you guys. Going after Ariel. Going after... I like Joaquin Buckley. Anyone else? A lot of people say he's annoying, but no other welterweights talk at all. And Joaquin Buckley's the only one yapping right now. So it's actually kind of fun. Jon Jones is a cheater. He can never be considered GOAT material. There's a lot of people you'll have to cancel off that list if you're keeping that energy, including Anderson Silva, which most people don't like to do. They have a natty GOAT list and they keep Silva in there, but put Jones off. It's a weird one. I truly believe Till finishes Jake. High IQ, good counters, fast. A lab put an English bulldog brain in a sack of ground beef and named it Mike Perry. Okay, yeah, true. Thank you for the $5. I don't think Darren Till beats Jake Paul. And I think Darren Till looked at the boxing in his fight against that random, so I don't think he beats Jake Paul. I don't think the fight does anything for Jake Paul. I don't think he'll get the Jake Paul fight. I think Darren Till could get a Masvidal matchup in a rematch, but I don't think Masvidal would take it because I don't think he wants to cloud his legacy, and he was only willing to maybe do that for the Diaz fight. But I'd love to see Darren Till, Mike Perry still. I think Darren Till, Mike Perry is still a viable matchup. Yes or no, chat? That's the only matchup for Mike Perry. Right? That's the only one that really is going to reignite some hype behind Mike Perry's career is BKFC Till versus Perry. Till needs to man up and take it because there's nothing else for Till in boxing anyway. He ain't going to get Logan Paul like he thinks he is. Why are people underrating Bilal Muhammad? Because Edwards looked great against him the first time, and Edwards doesn't typically look great against people in round one, especially on the feet, catching him that often. So it clearly speaks to the fact that Edwards felt very comfortable on the feet and saw a lot more openings than he does against other opponents. Till is so stupid to make the fight we all want. Till is too stupid to make the fight we all want. Yeah, maybe. But maybe he just wants it in boxing, which I also wouldn't mind. Thank you for the £5. Mute. Opinion on scrapping PS and using the money to fund college MMA in the USA, like basketball, football, soccer, etc. IMO, we need more Western prospects. Scrapping PS and using the money to fund college MMA in the USA, like, but yeah, we do need college MMA. I don't know why you just said the USA, though. Come on, brother. The UK's there as well. What's PS? Scrapping PS. Thank you for the £5. I don't know what that means. I'd love to work on some kind of school system MMA thing in the UK, because then you could translate that to Cage Warriors and then immediately translate that to the UFC because they're already connecting. Oh, Power Slap. Power Slap, then. I don't think he meant PlayStation, guys. Thank you for the £5. Mute. Just announced Trevor Peak versus Yanal Ashmuz. Oh, that's dangerous for Peak. That's very dangerous for Peak. He might actually get chinned there, but I don't know. It's dangerous for Peak, but it's also right up Peak Street, you know, where it's bad for him, but it's also really kind of good in a way. It's a weird one. What am I looking up? Oh, yeah, Big Marcel. How low IQ was Krachewski on Saturday? So dumb to jump for that fucking Kimura or whatever he was going for, dude. Dumbest fucking decision ever. Fucking hell. Political. Or Morgan Charrier got a fucking layup. Ba 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 ba. Movsar Evloev Aljo. I mean, that got announced a few days ago. Already know about that one. That's going to be a sick fight. UFC 307. Okay, that's the Salt Lake City one. I don't think they put O'Malley on the same card as Aljo because that is kind of negatively promoting Aljo because they're going to just show the KO in the build-up a bunch. Raul Rosas Jr. is fighting Aori Chwileng. Yeah, that's a layup. After this one, that's the last layup. But it's on the Sphere. Okay. And then we got Trevor Peake and Yunal Ashmaz, September 7th, UFC Vegas 97. That's the, what card is that one? Is that the one that doesn't even have a main event? Or is that the Burns versus Brady one? Yeah, that's Burns versus Brady. Damn, that's in the Apex? That's pretty... No, it isn't. It can't be if Cater's on there as well. Okay, that's definitely a crowded fight. Guru, how low IQ? I've already read it. Thank you. I think he could. I'm not sure if he would, but I think he could. Is that a good enough answer for you? No, I don't think Jail to now Maida beats Tom Aspinall. No. If Blaydes can stay safe, Tom can, and I think Tom's way more dangerous than Blaydes in terms of first round finishing potential. Like, Blaydes stuffs a takedown, but then he's still there to, like, chain the takedown into another one, and that's where he kind of got messed up in the first round. Whereas Tom, if he sprawls a takedown, you're getting, like, immediately flattened out on bottom position, and he's landing some big shots, or he's going to, like, separate completely and give another good chance on the feet, you know? Tom's more athletic than Blaydes. Tom's actually probably the most athletic heavyweight of all time. I'm really glazing. I hope he loses now. I'm joking. But I think he is, chat. Wouldn't you say that? I know it's glazing, but it is kind of true in terms of the way he moves. Most athletic heavyweight of all time. I think that's fair. I don't even think that's glazing. I think that's just objectively true. He's the most athletically gifted heavyweight we've ever had. And he's English. It's not Brock. Brock was not moving like Tom. Not moving like Tom. It's probably Garn. Nah, Garn ain't as quick and explosive as Tom. Garn is athletic as fuck. And I think maybe on like a footwork drill for the NFL, you know, when you're going in and out of the ropes and stuff like that, maybe Garn would be better than Tom at that. But in terms of pure athletic explosivity in the muscles, Aspinall is definitely way more than Garn. And way faster. Thank you for the $5. Why are reporters not calling out Dana for this Aspinall duck? I know, right? People should be bringing it up more at press conferences. Maybe they will this week. If they announce Jones Miocic this week, they're literally trying to mess up Aspinall's brain intentionally. And I'll never forgive the UFC for that if he loses because of it. They'll probably announce it like a day before the fucking press conference or some shit. I can already see it. Or during weigh-ins, they'll announce it. Or they'll announce it when the main card starts on pay-per-view. I could just see him doing some shit like that. Did my interim belt as a joke after the first Whitaker fight. Ridiculous that Aspinall genuinely has to. I know, yeah. Yeah, it is actually ridiculous, isn't it? It really is. Thank you for the $8 Australian. But you know what, chat? I like how ridiculous it is. There is no more shaming way for Jones to end his career than for Aspinall to succeed as we hope he will. I am happy in a way that it's this ridiculous. Who's with me on that one, chat? I'm actually kind of happy because it's so ridiculous that it's a whole new narrative that we don't really have before where, oh, there's someone being ducked right now very blatantly, you know? He should say that he wants to fight the best in the UFC and the GOAT of combat sports and proceed to call out Alex Pereira. No, maybe he could big man Jones like that, yeah. I want to fight the most dangerous man who's willing to fight me. And his name is Alex Pereira. Because there's another guy who ain't got the nuts for it. I don't know. Thank you for the 2 New Zealand. I think Aspinall should do a rule of 3. What kind of GOAT, blah, 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 blah. What kind of GOAT abuses performance enhancement throughout his career? What kind of GOAT puts his hands on Jon Jones? I'm not. You won't be putting hands on me, pal. I'll deliver swift justice in the name of domestic violence victims around the world. You fucking degenerate. But the first, what kind of GOAT should be something like, ducks his most dangerous opponent. That could be banging. That's what something Chael would pull off. What kind of GOAT ducks his top contender? What kind of GOAT abuses performance enhanced? What kind of GOAT beats up? I'm not John. You won't be putting hands on me. I'll sleep you, pal. Just like you do when she overcooks dinner. And dinner's overcooked. And you and I've had a bad day at work, John. How about that, pal? Yeah, Tom would never do that, but yeah. My version of Tom Aspinall is good. Hey, and Jon Jones, I've got one thing to say, pal. I don't know how it gets worse, but when he gets loud, he does sound a bit more like that, chat, right? When he first said, I'm going to go to Paris and I'm going to beat Jon Jones, his voice does change when he gets a bit louder, which is actually true when he's on the post-fight speech. I've had a bad day at work, John. It's been stressful and I'm smelling overcooked dinner. It's time for a taste of your own medicine. Thank you for the... How mad will you be if Aspinall gets chinned by Blaydes and Jones goes on Twitter and says, y'all really thought this guy could beat me? Yeah. That would be so annoying. Thank you for the $5. Tom needs to go full Chael Sonnen Covington on the mic after he wins, but he might be too nice. Yes. True. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, he needs to. I don't know what he should do. What do you think he should do, chat? Give me a one-liner or two and think about it. What should Tom Aspinall's first words on the mic be about Jon Jones? He's obviously going to say, I'm so happy. This is a great moment for me in Manchester. He's probably going to say something like that first. But what should his second line be about Jon Jones? Then think realistically on what he would actually do. What do you think it will be? Because I know what he should do. Rose said, I've already read it. I feel like Garn and Aspinall are different kinds of athletic. Garn wins a dance competition. Tom has a higher vertical jump, hits harder. I don't even know if Tom would have a higher vertical jump. I would say Tom... You know what I think, chat? Hear me out, yeah? This is exactly the way to describe Garn and Aspinall's athleticism. Garn and Aspinall are racing 100 meters. Aspinall is blowing him out for the first 50, and then Garn makes a comeback towards the end. That is literally the perfect way to describe it. 100-meter sprint, Garn, Aspinall, athleticism test. Aspinall blows him out the fucking water to begin with, and then Garn slowly catches him back up and wins, maybe. You know? That's what I think. That's how I would describe it. Aspinall's just got the different explosivity. I don't even know if it's pure athleticism that he has over him. What would be a worse scenario? Tom getting destroyed and fraud checked, or him testing positive for Turinabol and a whole stack? It would be worse if he tested positive, because then Jones would be welling, and it wouldn't be fair for him to well, but people would let him well. Does Arnold Allen have a price to say, if you want it to make a comeback, say it? Thank you for the $3. Hi, Alex Pereira loses to Prime Chael P. Sonnen. No, he does not. He does not lose to Prime Chael P. Sonnen. Please stop. Thank you for the $10, John Banazak. Honestly, I feel like Garn's athleticism is just in his coordination and his ability to move well in free space, especially for being so big. Yeah. Tom is nearly as good in that way, though, and has way more snappy. Yeah. I think Tom's just more devastating of a warrior. Maybe Garn's more athletic. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom is more built for fighting than Garn. Garn would be a better NBA player than Tom, no doubt about it. But for fighting, for athleticism that helps in the art of fighting, Tom has benefited more from that, I reckon. Larger hands, you know, denser bones, fast twitch, extremely fast twitch, faster than anyone else, you know.